We're on our way out of Petrópolis and to Cabo Frio. Yeah, am I pronouncing that correctly, Elizabeth?
Sim, vamos para Cabo Frio, região dos lagos do estado do Rio.
And so in Cabo Frio there are a lot of beaches, so it's more of a beach resort town?
Sim, bastante. Tem muitas praias lá, muitas praias lindas.
Yeah, and in this video I'll show you some of the scenery as we've been driving to Cabo Frio.
Bom, o problema do lixo aqui no Brasil acho que é patológico. Isso passa pela questão da falta de educação das pessoas. Literalmente assim, as pessoas não são educadas desde criança e também não tem o serviço de infraestrutura urbana de recolhimento e de separação do lixo e colheita adequada do lixo. Então é realmente um problema na maioria das cidades e na maioria dos lugares aqui no Brasil. Nessa região específica que a gente está, que é onde concentra a maior parte das cidades da Baixada Fluminense do estado do Rio de Janeiro, tem muito lixo, porque é uma região muito pobre, então é realmente desagradável assim de andar na rua com muito lixo, mas é um lugar lindo. A gente está pertinho da Baía de Guanabara aqui e é um lugar lindo, mas as águas estão extremamente poluídas por conta dessa quantidade de lixo e resíduo.
Yeah, so the trash issue here, I guess, is a complex issue, right? Not only having to do with the education of the population, the fact that there are a lot of people who earn very low incomes here and could be considered poor. And so a lot of people just throw their trash on the street. But that's only one of the major problems in this regard. The second is, urban infrastructure. They pick up trash very irregularly here. So the government appears not to be putting in a lot of money into the collection of trash and the appropriate disposal of the trash. And you can see as we're driving where actually the population puts trash. They're often above ground in these containers, or these sorts of containers that are just on posts above the ground. And so it seems like a pretty inefficient way of doing it. And on top of that, the government could or probably should put more money into not only personnel for cleaning up the trash, but also campaigns for helping with behavior change of the population, so the population deals with trash in a more environmentally friendly and intelligent manner instead of just having it pollute their natural environment. It can be easy to get used to living in conditions that aren't optimal for oneself and others when you've been living in that or swimming in those conditions for so long, like a fish in water. And then you just become, satisfied with your life in that respect. So, yeah, the government should really begin behavior change campaigns, but also invest money into further development of their infrastructure so that trash doesn't build up and is actually dealt with appropriately. Corporations and industry could get involved in this too, because as we're traveling through Brazil, it's a major hindrance to our experience of the natural environment here, which is so pretty. So, businesses could also get involved, not only in behavior change and promoting better ways of dealing with trash, but also in cleaning up some of the trash, which really is absolutely everywhere. And often in poor environments you see this, not always, it depends upon the culture and the governments and the businesses in the region. But, this is often associated with areas of low income. And then in the, I think this is an interesting conversation also for integrated city systems, and not one I've heard too many people talk about. And the Orvana's material system specification, in fact, doesn't speak a lot about the topic of trash, which needs to be defined, because what does trash actually mean in relation to a habitat service system? So that could be defined, and then how do integrated city systems actually deal with what one might refer to as trash or waste products? And so that's probably a topic that Elizabeth and I will talk about in a future video. Anything else, Elizabeth? no. Yeah, it's just really sad driving around Brazil and seeing so much trash literally everywhere, and animals living around the trash and humans living around the trash. I mean, even though the architecture in some places is pretty and in other places is pretty dilapidated, if the trash wasn't there and it wasn't everywhere, you know, the experience would just be much better for us and for the local population. It's kind of sad in so many ways. So, you know, hopefully the government over the next, I don't know, decade or so begins dealing with this in a more intelligent manner, creating campaigns and further developing the infrastructure along with the industries that are in some of the local areas that we're traveling through. Thanks. See you. Bye. Careful.
Disso, amor?
No. What is that? There's like graffiti all over that building. It's crazy. And on the other side